Welcome to Learning Management System, Department of Tech Collegiate and Technical Education. In this session, we will discuss moment of inertia, that is Unit 2 in Strength of Materials, 3rd semester Mechanical Engineering. Begin with the contents. We will discuss introduction and the moment of inertia of plane area, moment of inertia of basic cross sections and simple problems. So, what is a moment of inertia? Before going to moment of inertia, we need to know few terms, that is, what is a moment of force? A moment of force about a point is the product of the force and the perpendicular distance x between the point and the line of the force, that is the product of the force and the distance, that is p into x. So, this moment is called first moment of force. If this moment is again multiplied by the perpendicular distance x, that is the moment of force is multiplied with the distance x again, then it is px into x, that is equal to px square. So, this quantity is called moment of a force or second moment of force, or it is called as a moment of inertia. Briefly, we will write moment of inertia as mi. Okay. So, we have few applications of moment of inertia. So, why we need to find out the moment of inertia? So, in analysis of structures or the buildings, we have structural members like beams, columns. Okay. In that case, we need to identify or we need to calculate the moment of inertia, then that moment of inertia value is used in the design equations, so that whether the given or the designed beam or the designed structure is safe or not, to calculate its stress induced in the beams. So, we need to know first moment of inertia. So, sometimes instead of force, area or mass of a figure or a body is taken into consideration. Okay. We will, instead of taking force, we will consider area, the cross section area or the mass of a body, because calculating the force at every point it is not so easy. So, we will take area or the mass. Then the second moment is known as second moment of area. So, when you consider area, it becomes a second moment of area or second moment of mass. But all such second moments are broadly termed as moment of inertia. Okay. Now, how to calculate this moment of inertia? So, we have different methods. One is the integration method. Okay. So, we will consider a plane figure as shown in the figure here, whose moment of inertia is required to find out about x-axis, this is the x-axis axis and this is y-y axis. So, let us divide this whole area into number of strips. So, we have divided this area into different number of or many number of strips. Now, let dA is the area of the strip. We have considered this small strip and the area of this strip is taken as dA. Okay. And x is the distance of the center of gravity of the strip. This is the center of point, this point is the center of gravity of the area. Okay. And the x is the distance between the center of gravity of the strip and the x axis. Okay. And y is the distance of center of gravity of the strip on y axis. Okay. So, we know that the moment of inertia of the strip about y axis. Okay. When you calculate the moment of inertia about this y axis, it is the area into the distance multiplied 2 times, that is dA into x into x. It will be dA into x square. Okay. So now the moment of inertia of the whole area. So we have calculated the moment of inertia only for this small strip, okay, that is dA into x square. Then what will be the moment of inertia for the whole body or the whole area? It is the summation. So that is Iyy is the moment of inertia about y axis is equal to sigma dA into x square. That can be found out by the integration of this equation. So that is sigma dA into x square. Similarly, the moment of inertia of the strip about xx, about the xx axis will be Ixx is equal to sigma dA into y square. Okay. So these are the two important equations to calculate moment of inertia of a given area or the given body. Now we will discuss moment of inertia of basic cross sections. First we will discuss about the simple section, that is rectangular section as shown in the figure. The width of the rectangular section is taken as B and the depth is taken as D. Okay, and this is the axis xx and yy passing through the center of gravity of this rectangular section. So the moment of inertia of the strip about xx axis will be Ixx is equal to B into D cube divided by 12. Similarly, the moment of inertia of the strip about y axis is Iyy is equal to D into B cube by 12. Similarly, we have another section, that is hollow rectangular section. So when there is a hollow section, okay, we have different dimensions. The outer dimension is B, that is the width B, and the inner dimension width is small b. Okay, and the outer dimension of the depth is capital D, and the inner dimension along the depth is small d. So how to calculate the moment of inertia of hollow rectangular section about xx axis? That is Ixx is equal to BD cube divided by 12 minus small BD cube divided by 12. So we will first calculate the moment of inertia of the whole area, that is BD cube by 12, capital BD cube by 12, and we will subtract the hollow portion of the rectangle, that is the moment of inertia of the hollow portion of the rectangle, that is BD cube by 12. Similarly, the moment of inertia of hollow rectangular section about y axis, that will be Iyy is equal to dB cube by 12 minus dB cube by 12. So this is again same, subtracting the hollow portion, moment of inertia of the hollow portion from the complete area of cross section. The next section will be a circular section. So in this moment of inertia, of circular strip about xx axis or y axis is in the circular section, it is same along xx and yy because the diameter is uniform. So the circular section with diameter d, we can calculate moment of inertia by using this equation, pi d to the power 4 divided by 64. Now we will go to the hollow circular section. So when the circular section is a hollow one, like a pipe, so how to calculate moment of inertia of hollow circular strip about xx or y axis? Again same, we have to calculate the moment of inertia of the entire circular section, that is pi by 64 d to the power 4, and subtract the hollow portion, that is minus d to the power 4. So we have the capital diameter is the outer diameter and small d is the inner diameter. the next section will be a triangular section. So consider a triangular section having a base B and height h and center of gravity at the on the triangular section is located as CG. So the moment of inertia about the CG of the section, that is IgG. Okay, we can calculate moment of inertia about this center of gravity. IgG is equal to BH cube divided by 36. If you calculate the moment of inertia about its base, then IBC is equal to BH cube by 12. Now we will solve some simple problems on how to calculate the moment of inertia of few sections, simple sections. Like we'll go with the first problem. Find the moment of inertia of a hollow rectangular section. So this is the section given is a hollow rectangular one about its center of gravity. If the external dimensions are breadth 60 mm and depth 80 mm, that is the width is 60 and the depth is 80 mm. So this will be your B and this will be your D. Okay, and the internal dimensions are breadth 30 millimeter and depth 40 millimeter respectively. So from the given question we will extract the data, that is given data. B, capital B is the outer dimension width of the rectangular section. Capital B is equal to 60 mm and the height or the depth is D is equal to 80 mm, and the inner dimensions or the hollow portion having a width B is equal to 30 mm and the depth D is equal to 40 mm. Okay, so the moment of the section about an axis passing through its CG and parallel to XX axis. We know the equation, already we discussed. Ixx is equal to BD cube divided by 12 minus the small letter BD cube by 12. Now substitute the value of capital B, capital D, that is 60 into 80 cube divided by 12 minus the values of small b and d are 30 into 40 cube divided by 12. So this, by solving this equation, we will get 2400 into 10 to the power 3 mm to the power 4. So the unit of moment of inertia will be millimeter into millimeter cube. So B is in terms of millimeter and D is in terms of millimeter cube. So millimeter into millimeter cube will be millimeter to the power 4. So mm to the power 4 will be the unit of the moment of inertia. Again, mi of the section about an axis passing through its CG and parallel to yy axis. So now we will calculate about the yy axis, that is Iyy is equal to db cube divided by 12 minus small db cube by 12. Substitute the values, that is d is 80, b is 60. So 80 into 60 cube by 12 minus 40 is the small dimension d and into 30 cube divided by 12. By solving this equation we will get the value of moment of inertia about the CG and parallel to yy axis, that is 1350 into 10 to the power of 3 mm to the power 4. Going to the second problem, that is we have here a hollow circular section has an external diameter of 80 mm and internal diameter of 60 mm. Find its moment of inertia about the horizontal axis through its center. So we have given hollow circular section which has an external diameter of 80 mm and internal diameter of 60 mm. So the capital D will be 80 and small d is 60 millimeters. So we calculate moment of inertia of hollow circular strip about xx axis and yy axis, both are same, that is Ixx is equal to Iyy is equal to pi by 64 d to the power 4 minus small d to the power 4. Substitute the value of diameters, that is the outer diameter is 80 and the inner diameter is 60. Solving this equation, we will get the moment of inertia about xx and yy is equal to 1374 into 10 to the power 3 mm to the power. Moving on to the third problem, find the moment of inertia of a rectangular section about its center of gravity if the breadth is 80 millimeter and the depth is 150 millimeter. From the question, you write down the given data, that is B is equal to breadth B is equal to 80 millimeter and D is equal to 150 millimeter. Now use the formula, that is moment of inertia of the section about an axis passing through its center of gravity and parallel to xx axis is Ixx is equal to BDQ by 12. So from the question, we have to find the moment of inertia of rectangular section about its center of gravity along two axes, that is xx and yy. First we will calculate about the xx axis, that is Ixx is equal to BDQ by 12. Substitute the values of B and D, that is value of B is 80 and D is 150 cube divided by 12, it will give you answer as 22.5 into 10 to the power 6 millimeter to the power 4. Next, we have to calculate the moment of inertia of the section about an axis passing through its center of gravity and it is parallel to yy axis. So this is along the yy axis. We have the equation to calculate the moment of inertia along yy axis, that is Iyy is equal to d into b cube divided by 12. So substitute the values of d and b, that is the depth and breadth, 150 into 80 cube divided by 12, it will give you 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 mm to the power 4. So the calculation of the moment of inertia for the rectangular section and other sections is very important. Okay, when you are designing a beam or when you are designing some structural member, we have to calculate moment of inertia. So then only we can calculate the stress induced in the structures or in the beams. Okay, so these kind of problems we have to focus because these help you in further what you call chapters. Moving on to the fourth question, an isosceles triangular section ABC has base width 8 cm and height 6 cm. Now determine the moment of inertia of the section about the CG of the center of gravity of the section and the base BC. So we have to calculate moment of inertia about CG and about the base. First write down the given data. B is equal to 8 cm and H is equal to 6 cm. The moment of inertia about the CG of the section ICG is equal to BH cube by 36, which is equal to 8 into 6 cube divided by 36. Substitute the B and H value, we will get 48 centimeter to the power 4. So this is one case. And second case, we have to calculate the moment of inertia about the base. So to calculate about the base, we have an equation IBC is equal to BH cube by 12. Substitute the values of 8 and B and H, you will get 144 centimeter to the power 4. Okay. So the outcome of these sessions, when you study this, you can understand the concept of moment of inertia, and also you will be able to calculate the moment of inertia of basic sections. Now we will move on to some quaternaries. So till now we have studied the concept of moment of inertia and the different equations or different formulas to calculate the different moment of inertias of different cross sections. Okay, now we will discuss some questions on the current session, that is moment of inertia. So the question number 1 will be, the moment of force is the product of, moment of force is the product of, we have the options like force and perpendicular distance, force and square of perpendicular distance, option C is force and square root of perpendicular distance, and option D is none of the above. So you have to think and answer this question. So we will discuss the answer later. Now you note down the answer for this question number 1. Moving on to second question, it is, the moment of inertia is, option A, second moment of force. So the moment of inertia is a second moment of force, or a third moment of force, or it is a fourth moment of force, or none of the above. Okay, you have to, in the definition itself we have discussed this. So you remember, you have to answer the correct option. Moving to third question, what is the moment of inertia of circular section? So the options are here. For a circular section, what will be the answer, or what will be the moment of inertia? That is pi d to the power 464, option A. Option B is pi d cube by 32, option C pi d cube by 64, and option D is pi d to the power 4 by 32. You have to choose the correct answer. Moving on to the fourth question, that is, what is the moment of inertia of a rectangular section about an horizontal axis passing through the center of gravity? So for a rectangular cross section, we have to calculate moment of inertia along the horizontal axis, and that axis is passing through the center of gravity. So you have to identify the correct answer along the given options. That is option A, bd cube by 12, option B, bd cube by 6, option C, bd cube by 3, and option D, bd square by 3. Next question, if the area of a section is in mm square and the distance of the center of the area from a line is in mm, then unit of measurement of inertia of the section about the line are expressed in, you have to find out the unit of measurement of moment of inertia if the area is given in mm square and distance of the center of the area from the line is in millimeters. So identify the correct answer and mark the right one. Moving on to sixth question, this moment of inertia of a rectangular section 3 cm wide, where the width is 3 cm and 4 cm deep, the depth is 4 cm, about x-axis as shown in the figure. We have to calculate Ixx. So calculate Ixx using the suitable formula, and you have to choose the correct answer among the given options. Moving on to next question, the moment of inertia of a square of a side A about an axis through its center of gravity. So we have to calculate mi of a square having a side A. So it is a square with side A. Okay. Using suitable formula, you have to find out the correct answer for the given question. Next question, moment of inertia of a hollow circular section as shown in the figure. The hollow circular section is given, outer diameter is d and inner diameter is small d, and you have to find out the moment of inertia about x-axis axis. Okay. The options are pi by 64, d square minus d square, option B pi by 16, d cube minus d cube, option C pi by 32, d to the power 4 minus d to the power 4, option D pi by 64, d to the power 4 minus d to the power 4. Okay, mark the correct answer and we will discuss later. Question number 9, what will be the moment of inertia of the given rectangular section about an vertical axis through center of gravity. So we have to note down, in this case we are calculating the moment of inertia about an vertical axis, that is y axis. X axis is the horizontal axis and y is the vertical axis, and that axis is passing through the center of gravity, means like this. So use the suitable formula and calculate the moment of inertia of this given section, okay, and the given dimensions. The last question, what will be the moment of inertia of the given triangle about the base? So we have to calculate moment of inertia of the given triangular section about its base. Use the formula to calculate the moment of inertia about its base, and you will get the correct answer and mark the correct answer. So we have discussed few questions, okay. Now we will see what is the solution for these questions. So these are the answers to your multiple choice questions. Question number 1 is B, 2, okay, A. So we will discuss it one by one from question number 1. Now you have to check whether your answers are correct or not. So first question, moment of force is the product of, the right answer is force and perpendicular distance. We have discussed in the introduction part, that is moment of force is the product of the force and perpendicular distance. The correct answer is option A. For the question number 2, the moment of inertia is, it is also called as second moment of force, okay. The second moment of force is also called as moment of inertia. So the right answer is option A. And for the question number 3, what is the moment of inertia of a circular section? So we have discussed, it is pi d to the power 4 divided by 64. The correct answer is option A. Now for the fourth question, what is the moment of inertia of rectangular section about a horizontal axis passing through the center of gravity? The answer for the fourth question is option A again, BD cube by 12, okay. If it is a vertical section, it is DB cube by 12. Moving on to fifth, if the area of a section is in mm square and distance of the center of the area is in mm, then it is moment of inertia, unit of moment of inertia will be mm square into, that is the area into the square of the distance, okay. Mm square into mm square will be mm to the power 4. The right answer is option C. Sixth question, the moment of inertia of a rectangular section 3 cm wide and 4 cm deep about x-axis, okay. We have to find out the moment of inertia about x-axis, that is using a formula B into d cube. B is 3, d is 4, okay. 3 into 4 cube divided by 12, you will get the answer as 16 centimeter to the power 4. The seventh question, the moment of inertia of a square of a side about an axis through its center of gravity. So we have to calculate the moment of inertia for a square section with a side A. Here both the depth and width are same, A, okay. So by using the equation BD cube by 12, here B is equal to A or A, okay. Substitute A into A cube divided by 12. A into A cube is A to the power 4 by 12. So the correct answer is option D. For the question number 8, moment of inertia of a hollow circular section as shown in the below figure about x-axis is, so from this figure you have to calculate mi about the x-axis, for it is a hollow circular section. So we know that for hollow circular section it is pi by 64 into d to the power 4 minus small d to the power 4. The right answer is option D. The next question, what will be the moment of inertia of the given rectangular section about an vertical axis through center of gravity? So this is a rectangular section given width as 10 mm, that is B, and the height or the depth is 5 millimeter. Calculate using, so you have to carefully note down, that is a vertical axis, that is y axis. So Iyy is equal to D into B cube. Here D is 5 and B is 10. So 5 into 10 cube divided by 12, you will get answer as 416.66 mm to the power 4. The last question, what will be the moment of inertia of the given triangle about the base? So for a triangle, moment of inertia about the base is it is bh cube divided by 12. Substitute the value of b and h. B and both h, b, this is the b, this is h. So 4 into 4 cube divided by 12, you will get answer as 21.33 mm to the power 4. Okay, so this is the end of the first session. Thank you.